Good morning. So today I'm going to do a special request from someone that doesn't even watch my channel. It's my youngest son. I am going to can him up some sauerkraut. And I'm following Miss Lori over at Whippoorwill Holler. And I'm going to see how this one turns out. If he really likes it, then that's how I'll do it from now on. If not, we'll adjust it. So I will be back in just a second. Alright, so bringing it down, I've shredded 2 heads of cabbage over here. I did it in my 13 cup thing over there. Excuse me. I still have this cold, and it's ridiculous. The congestion in it is just miserable. Alright, so you're going to fill it up, and then I actually bought a tamper for this, but I want to try it this way first. So you're going to push that down, not too tight, but tight enough, you know what I mean? That so then you're going to use a little bit more, and you want to bring it up to just about the rim bottom here. If I didn't trust everything that she does, I probably wouldn't try it this way, but I really do like her, and I have faith in the stuff that she makes. Alright, and I think just a little bit more. Alright, let me do one more, and then I'll get all these jars filled up and come back. I was going to just start out with 2 quart jars, but, well, canning it this way, I might be able to get 5 or 6, hopefully. Because my son really likes sauerkraut. And then he just called me, and AJ's not feeling well. And he has things to do, so I'm going to have both my grandkids for about 2 hours. And Grandma doesn't feel good. But that's alright. You know, when you've been a mother and you went through all that crap, you just kind of get used to it. It just kicks your butt a little bit more when you get a little older. That's all. So. Alright, so just a little bit more. And the way she showed me online today, well, not just me, but everybody, it looks so much easier, and it looks like something I'd want to do over and over again, you know what I mean? So, let me finish filling these up, and then I'll be back. Alright, so I ended up getting 5 quarts. So now, I need to put a teaspoon of sugar in every jar. I know you wouldn't think sugar for sauerkraut. I know, I thought the same thing. But I trust Miss Lori, so we're doing what she says. Then we need a teaspoon of salt. You can start getting that water really hot, Jack. Jack's helping me out a little bit today. I just don't feel real good, so he's being my assistant, huh, Jack? Yeah. You can use whatever salt you want. I'm using the pink Himalayan salt. Now what you're going to use is 1 teaspoon of white vinegar. Put that in each one. Seems like it'd take more than that, doesn't it? To make it sour. Alright, I need the first water.
There you go.
So now you're going to take piping hot water. And mind you, my jars have all been sterilized, so have my lids. And my thing over here is starting to boil. So you're going to fill it up to about the 1-inch head space. And she said you do not want your cabbage to hit the seal at all. So then I'm going to debubble it. And I can't find my favorite debubbler, so that looks pretty. So then, I just had a cloth and I don't know what I did with it. Here, you can throw that back up there. So then you're going to wipe your rims, and I'm going to use the vinegar that I just had right there. And I am using 4 jar lids, a reused one. Alright, go ahead and shut the water off too for a second and start loading those in. Alright, so now 4 jars is running a sale right now. So if you go down below and you click on the 4 jars website and put in Chris 10, you will get another 10% off. Alright, you can fill that one. And then you're going to debubble this one. I packed them in tight, but not too tight that you couldn't debubble. And when I say debubbling, if you see, like when I push down on that, see how all those bubbles get released? That's what you're calling debubbling, because you don't want bacteria growing in your food. And that's what happens if you don't debubble. So your food might look really pretty, but it might not be very safe either. And safety, I don't care if you guys are rebel canners, I am, but safety's got to come first before anything. Because I'm like rebel on. That's what made me get the love for canning, was by rebel canning. Because it really opened up a whole new world for me on what you could actually can and you know, provide for your families. So I'm going to get all these filled up. We're putting them in the water bath canner. We're going to let it come to a full rolling boil. And we're going to cook them for 20 minutes. And then I'll be back. Alrighty, so there's the finished sauerkraut. Isn't that beautiful? So I got 5 quarts. And now it has to sit for 4 weeks before you can eat it. When everything gets cooled down tomorrow, I'll take the rings off and label it. And then my son can have them Christmas when he comes over. And again, all of them have sealed already. And I use my 4 jar lids. So if you need lids, go down to my description and click on that and use Chris 10. And you can get another 10% on top of the sales they're already having. You guys have a very blessed night.